The Corolla got a bunch of cool parts, but before I put these in, I'm gonna finish rebuilding the steering rack. This is the one that was junk. The steering rack is all assembled and it's going somewhere special today. And Sonoma Raceway is just over that hill. There's the sign with the famous racing cow on top. I've been to Sonoma Raceway a couple of times. Once in a Subaru WRX STI, in my supercharged Miata, but the Corolla hasn't been there yet. I am planning on bringing it there one day, and hopefully this year. Oh, look, it's the Budweiser factory. That's where the Bud is made.
Destination is on your left. Techno Toy Tuning arrived.
I guess all the Toyotas and all the old cars are kind of a dead giveaway. This is Tony from Techno Toy Tuning. He's going to be helping me out with the steering rack and getting some custom end links. So let's go.
Let's go.
Get it.
Let me go grab the spec sheet real quick. That way we can match it up. Now the other thing is, you have any accessories that near the steering racks where we?
No, it was just all straight.
It's all straight. You can film those cars that we're working on over there. Those are my prototype cars, mock-up cars.
So Tony looked at it and he measured the rack. He's going to need to make some custom ends and then he's going to mail them to me. But he got all the measurements he needs for it. California sunset. While I'm waiting for T3 to send me the new tie rod ends, I'm going to put in the bracing. But I want to take a second and explain why it is I went to T3 in the first place. The Corolla FX has some pretty weak tie rod ends, and I've had to replace numerous ones throughout the life of it. This is what the typical tie rod ends look like on the FX, and they just wear out so quickly, particularly because of the amount of force that these are subjected to. I'm running some fairly sticky tires on my car, and that ends up wearing them out very quickly. So I wanted to get some upgraded tie rod ends for my new steering rack, so that way I don't have to deal with this problem anymore. The tricky thing with these tie rod ends is that they're so short, and it's hard to find a good aftermarket option, which is why I had to take it down to Techno Toy Tuning so they can get their measurements. And they needed to figure out a solution so that way I can get a combination of an inner tie rod and an outer tie rod so that way it matches the correct length for my particular steering rack. To get this distance, I set the wheels as straight as I could, and then I set up a measuring tape that goes from one end to the other so I can find out how wide the steering rack needs to be. And in my case, it was about 49.5 or 49 3/4 of an inch. The width of the rack that I'm putting in comes out to be just under 21.5 inches. So you take that 21.5 inches, subtract it from 49.5, and that's how you figure out the length of the inner and outer tie rods you need to put in. Now, something I realized I didn't measure yet is I didn't measure the original FX16 steering rack width, which I assumed was the same width, but I'm going to take it apart and just do a quick measurement so we know. Awesome, just a little under 21.5 inches, just like the other one I'm putting in. It's amazing, both the inner tie rods are bad. These things are just totally shot. Since both steering racks are the same width, that means the combination that T3 is going to be making for my Corolla should also work on other FX16s or AE82s. So T3, this would be an awesome part to make available to the FX16s and all the AE82s out there. But anyways, let's check out the braces for the Corolla. Well, they certainly used enough bubble wrap and packaging to protect these things. Here are all the cool things I got from Ultra Racing. I got a set of front fender braces, a set of sway bar bushings. These are to replace the ones that are dried up in mine. A set of sway bar end links, and then of course a big 4-point lower control arm brace. This is the lower control arm brace I was using before. It was also in Ultra Racing, and it pretty much just takes that part there. That's the part that's going to tie into the back part of the lower control arm, and it should really stiffen up the front end. The more stuff you take apart and you go deeper into it, the more you find wrong. So check out this hinge. That's another thing that needs to be addressed. I took a few trips to the auto parts store, but I finally found the right door pin. I originally got a door pin that was meant for a Toyota, but surprisingly the bolts are too fat and too short, so they didn't actually fit. But the ones that do fit perfectly came out of a Ford. So this Ford kit number 38688, the pin is the right size, the right thickness, and if you look at the bushings, these little guys here, the new ones, are in great shape obviously because they're new, but look at how bad the original ones are. There's like hardly any bushing material left. Like these things were about to be just pulverized to nothing. So it's a quicker, easier way of fixing your door hinges that doesn't take too much time and is pretty cheap, and it'll make your doors feel like new again. Let's put these in. A little bit of rust repair right here, but this is the bar. I'm just getting it in position. I have to drill 2 holes right here. Before I drilled any holes, I just wanted to make sure the fender would actually fit over that brace. It looks like it fits just fine. There's plenty of room for it in there, and it fits right under, and it just tucks right into this little bump here. Oh no! Oh man! Oh my God! To make room for the lower bolt, drill all the way through. Then take a screwdriver and use it to bend that. And that'll give you enough room to get that lower bolt in. And don't forget to put paint on this. You don't want that to rust up later. There it is. Bam! What do you think of that? Here's an update on the Corolla upgrades. The fender braces are installed and they're actually pretty nice. I installed the new sway bar end links and the bushings, but I realized I might have done that too soon because I need to take the control arm off to replace the control arm bushings. Luckily, that's not a big deal. It's pretty easy. Now you might be wondering why I haven't installed the fenders yet. I'll show you why. The fenders had a little bit of rust on this one, and this one had quite a bit of rust. I got all the rust cleaned up, and right now I'm just spraying it so that way it doesn't keep rusting. But I'm doing all this so the Corolla doesn't just disintegrate into nothing. Soon, my little Corolla, you and I will be on the road again. see how Mr. Leo is doing. Hey, Leo.
Hey. Hey. How you feeling today, Leo?